Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. Today I've got LORELEI SPROTT back. We were talking about trainers and fitness and how to get in shape and what happens today when trainers get you and they don't know what they're doing. So LORELEI has a long background in fitness. She was with Joe Reeder and Jack LaLanne back in the day. She knows a lot of people I know. She trained with Mike Sable, who was one of the best of the best.
Yeah.
So she definitely knows what she's talking about.
Thank you very much.
So we were talking about trainers, and we were saying that back then, back in those days, there weren't any trainers. There were people who worked out, and then someone would say, can you train me? And one of the bodybuilders would. He didn't have much training, but he would do that, and they got results. They didn't have any certain expectations of having a certain format on a card. It really came from your brain. And this is how you learn how to train people, right?
Exactly. We're also understanding the materials, the weights, and everything else you had access to in the gym.
Right. So you started doing. How did you start doing this?
Well, I actually walked through in Simi Valley, Coast and Valley Spa, where Mike Sable was working, and he was running the juice bar, and he was working on his routines. In fact, Patrick Swayze's mother was a choreographer, helped him with his routines.
Right.
And I walked through the front door because I went to work there as work experience. I was studying at CLC, which is now CLU, California Lutheran College, aka California Lutheran University in Thousand Oaks, studying kinesiology and physiology. But prior to that, I had worked for years studying and wanting to be a veterinarian. So I worked at a ranch with thoroughbreds and leg issues, bone tendons and backs and necks.
So you learn body parts really easy.
Oh my goodness, I can wrap a leg. If you're at my place and you sprain something and I'd show you how to wrap it at the emergency room, and says, well, who wrapped this, a doctor?
Well, getting clients, was it hard for you to get clients?
Actually, no, they came to me, and I got really good results. So unlike you, they initially gave us a card to work off of, but I was at CLC and I was training there, and I was there when one of the Russian athletes deflected during the Olympics, and he was actually my weight and strength training teacher. I was the only girl in the class.
Really?
Yeah, so I was really, really lucky and blessed, and I got to work. And then I was working out with my older brother, defensive noseman on an undefeated football team back in the 70s, where he was always working out, and my brothers were, I was the only girl out of 5 brothers. So. And
you still train every day now?
No, not every day, but I get in the water, and but I do. I got a pretty good workout just training people because I'm very demonstrative.
Yeah, LORELEI trains people in water for exercise and muscle development and fat loss, and it's the water resistance and the pressure that keeps them going, right?
Yes, except I don't do the water. I mean, I do teach aqua aerobics, but what I teach, I'm specialized in water weightlifting, and that's an entirely different concept.
Yeah, I know you've been trying to get me into water for a long time.
And one of these days.
And my doctor's actually even suggested it, said it's one of the best things you can do.
Yeah. In fact, I think we have this bet on that I'm going to run up and down on the wrestling ropes, and I'm going to pull him in an inner tube with my teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't have a pool, so I mean,
I have access to it.
We're going to have to do up and down the gutter somehow.
Yeah, no, I have access to it. We'll find one.
We were talking about trainers and how they've evolved over the years, because back in the days when I was training, there were no trainers, there were gym instructors. I worked for a gym in Bakersfield. They had lady instructors for Ladies' Day, and they had men instructors on Men's Day, because the gyms were divided different days. You couldn't train when the ladies did, you did when the men did. Yeah. And they would give them a card to go through. The owner would give a card, take them through this routine. Now, to me, that's like a doctor giving everybody the same medicine. It doesn't work for everybody. No. It just works for some people.
But that's the way it was.
Yeah, so I took the liberties on my own to make people special routines, and the owner of the gym didn't like it. I said, why not? They're getting results. He said, well, I like to stick to my routine, my format, and what we do. And I said, no, it's just not working for everybody. So I got results, and people started coming in to train with me because they liked it, and he saw that business was growing. And then that's how I was able to get results. Over the years, in the gyms you see nowadays, everybody's a trainer. Everybody thinks they know what they're doing. They don't give people homework to do about diets. And they take them through these routines that I don't know what they're doing half the time. 90% of the time they're on their cell phones and looking around. Now, there are some good trainers out there, don't get me wrong. But today, to make any money at it's really hard.
It is. It's very, very hard. And I've seen it, and I've been on all the different ends of the plains, doing privates with people in their homes or in their own pools, as well as working for the cookie cutter clubs.
Yeah. So if you want to be a trainer, you've got to really know what you're doing. Then you've got to figure out how to get clients.
Yeah.
If you go to work for a gym, they're going to give you $9 an hour.
Yeah, you're going to make about minimum wage, and then, or you're going to be doing splits, and your splits are going to be maybe 25% of what they're charging for you.
Exactly. I always said, like I said earlier, I think gyms should reward trainers for bringing people in, like car salesmen when they commission. Gym trainers should get the same thing. They're bringing in clients. They belong to the gym. They belong to the gym. They buy product. They buy clothing. They buy protein drinks. And that's what keeps the gym going. The minute you charge a trainer to pay for space, he ends up working 2 weeks training people for free.
Yeah, exactly. And at the same time, it's a really great trainer that's going to keep people motivated at that location, because that trainer is at that unique location. He's not down the street, he's there. Because as a trainer, you want to park your butt. Can I say butt?
You can say butt.
Can I say butt? You can park your butt at one location and bring everybody to you, because if you're good, they will come.
They will come to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Training celebrities, I have friends that did it. I've done it. The problem with the celebrities is they're on the go.
Yes, they are.
They take off to do a movie, or if they're a rock star, they go away, and so you lose that week, or you lose 2 weeks, or maybe a month of income, and then you got to put the space into somebody else, and when they come back, they want their space back, and they can't have it because you got somebody filling the space.
Exactly. I have felt that pain.
Yeah, it can be painful.
Yeah.
You estimate you're going to make so much per week, and then at the end of the week, you only made like a quarter of it.
Yeah.
Because they missed.
Exactly. And sometimes it's events that happen, like with the recent fires out there. Is I had one pool location completely closed down, and then I had another location where probably half my clients were affected by it and so you come in, you think you've got all these weeks booked, and you don't.
Yeah, I know, it's really sad.
Yeah.
So if you want to become a trainer, really look into it. Make sure you can make a living. You might have a separate job just to get it going and build your clientele. You've got to walk around and meet people, and like I said earlier, it's not who you know, it's who knows you. So you have to get your name out there so people know you and they hear of you, word of mouth. Because if they don't know who you are, they're not going to come to you. Now, I have a lot of people tell people, I know Rick Drasin, and I don't know who they are. I don't have a clue who they are, but they know me. So that's even better for me, and then eventually, hopefully, I'll meet them, and then I'll realize who they are. It's a strange world like that.
Yeah.
But any advice for trainers coming up that you want to say?
Well, what I'd really strongly suggest, it's like I'm very specialized, and it's something that I've learned and personal experience. I'm an aquatic fitness specialist. I teach water weightlifting and weight training, and there are no other trainers out there that are of my level and expertise. But at the same time, look around you and see where is a need, and be smart about this. It's like what I could see right now is the obesity rate starting with children, and then the elderly, that with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and everything else. As we all know, that exercising gets good oxygen into the body. Well, the brain needs that.
Yes.
And so you can stimulate great brain activities. Go out and sell your health and wellness programs. Get out there, like you had talked about your mother.
Yeah.
And my mother too, diabetes and everything else. I wish that somebody could have gotten through to her before she became so health and risk that it was so bad, that they could have changed your life, make the quality of your life better.
Yeah, you've got to catch it early. If they get too old, and it's too hard to get them back into shape. So maybe you can get around these retirement homes and talk to people about those who want to exercise and make some of a group rate, or corporations who want their employees to work out. That type of thing is always good.
Corporate fitness was big. I would go in there, and right now they've got insurance companies are giving people breaks if they're fit, because they're being more proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, let's look at our children. And there are no real PE programs out there. And you've got people that are not professionals that are putting together physical fitness activities.
Right.
And if you can get in with the school system, or if you can get in working with wounded warriors or veterans, people where there is money there and you get contracts, that's a guaranteed living.
Yes, it is.
You go to a facility, you go to a location, and the biggest part is you are such a blessing to another person, because hopefully that's why you got into training in the first place.
All right. So in closing, we can reach you at
www.aqua-tone.com.
Okay.
And on my Facebook pages.
And you were saying earlier that your daughter and you have breakfast with me every morning?
Yes, we do. The last time that I was out here, I noticed that Rick had these pages and everything, and I asked
the Gold's Gym drawing.
The Gold's drawing, and he did it. And he pulled out a paper and he goes, here, and he drew one right in front of me with a Sharpie. I mean, right here, we've got a Sharpie here. That means there's no erasing. He sat down, ruler in 5 minutes. You knocked that out. And he personalized it for me. And of course, I grew up with the Gold's Gym and everything.
Yeah.
So I took it home and I framed it, and it's right over my shoulder, right here, over my shoulder. He's my angel, my wingman, in my kitchen. And that is a very holy place for me because foodie. In fact, we're going to eat after this.
Well, if you guys want one, you can order them off my website.
And they're phenomenal, but he'll personalize it for you. And no two are exactly the same.
Nope.
So know that you're not going to get something that's been Xeroxed off or copied off, even like this big artwork that you pay a lot of money for. And what are they like? Only $80?
Yeah. It's individual drawing. It's
your lifetime.
It's a piece of art history.
It is, and it's only going to go up in history. And you figure, and it was done just for you.
Exactly, especially when I'm not here anymore.
Well,
think about that.
He'll always be here.
Well, thank you guys for watching Rick's Corner. Stay tuned for more. Lorelei will be back time to time, and we'll get other subjects to talk about because she's good at what she does, and I enjoy having her on here. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We also have to say that, you know, if you're new out there, don't forget old school training is the best.
It's the best.
Right? The best.
It's the roots of all the things that we do.
Everything.
Be the best you can be. Don't be somebody else. And we'll see you all next time.
Amen.
Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.